just going to kind of shape the free edge of my fingers because they are a little bit squarish. Squish. Let's get this shaped here. I haven't done my acrylics in a while, so I figured today would be a great time to come on and practice. Plus, I want to do one more round of some Halloween vibes. Actually, we may be doing some Halloween vibes this Saturday, but I want to do one more too. Okay, I've got some Halloween glitters that I thought would be a lot of fun to play with today. And I've kind of put some little vet wrap around her just to kind of, I'm going to see if that helps me keep her in place while I'm filing her. I'm not sure if it will or not, but we'll find out. Goodness. Sneezy. Sneezy. Okay, let's get our prep in. So I'm just going to go around her little cuticle. And then across her nail. Make sure we get everything, all the shininess removed. And same on this one. We're gonna do long today, guys. And I was gonna ask you, would you guys rather do like a, what shape would y'all rather do? So maybe like either a square or maybe a coffin?
Sugar says hi. We're
Hey,
doing
Sugar.
acrylic today also.
Yes, I have to practice. Got to get my practice in when I can. What shape should I do? I'll let you guys think about the shape that we want to do, and I'm gonna file this just a little bit lower because the other one is lower.
Stiletto.
Stiletto shape. Okay, we'll do stiletto. All right, this will work. Let me go a little bit, just a little bit more. Okay, not that it matters a whole lot because I've got, I'm gonna be using a covered acrylic anyway, so. All right, so next I'm gonna go in with my swipe, and it is this one right here by Young Nails, and we're just gonna clean her up. So I'll take my little brush.
Coffin or stiletto?
This one here.
Do you have 2XL or 3XL?
I don't have either. I was just gonna build, but I can build either. We'll just build a long coffin. How about that? Okay. All right, let me get my forms so we can build here. I'm just gonna use my Valentino forms because I hardly ever use them.
You ever use the cover blush color?
Yes. Do you want me to grab that one? Because I can grab that one. I'll do that. Okay, I'm gonna take my long form, because since we're doing stiletto, and let's marry these sides up best we can. There we go. Pinch the tip just a little bit. Take off our little sticky tab. Put that on. There we go. Okay, let me get this up here. So I'm just going to, let me do this where I can see a little bit better. So normally if it's on a person, you're just gonna unhook these, and then we're gonna slide it on up under and lift it up where it comes out straight. Get it up under that nail. Straight down the middle. And if you ever have trouble getting it straight down the middle, what I would suggest is just making a little mark on the nail with maybe like a black polish and or a white polish, and then that way you can kind of see what's going on.
Chicken nuggets here.
Hey, chicken nugget.
What all have you tried from Valentino?
Ooh, I've got a lot from Valentino. I'd have to go through I need to go through and make a little list of all the shades I have. Let me see what I've got let me grab one from Valentino here. Let's see. I'll grab one of my favorites. And this is going to be a little different because one of my favorites doesn't happen to be like a typical color. It is, well, hold on, I grabbed the wrong one.
Sugar has the beginner kit in my cart right now.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I heard the monomer is really nice.
Yes, it is. Okay, so one of my favorite colors by Valentino for a cover color is heliotrope. I love heliotrope, and I also love violet. Which, let me show you the violet. Violet's really pretty too. Heliotrope is a little bit more of a cover color, so it's gonna kind of camouflage your base, where violet, I feel like, is more kind of see-through. So you'll be able to see up underneath. So I think for this particular set, I think we'll do the heliotrope. Okay, let me get my little brush. See where I put my little brush. I think I laid it in my drawer. Okay. No, I didn't. Okay, let me grab a brush. Let's see.
Do you have their brush too?
I don't have their brush. No, but I've got an acrylic brush. I've got a couple of them if I can find them. I guess I should have been more prepared. Okay, guys, hang on. There's my brush. I knew, I was like, it should be right here. It is. It's right in front of my face. I'm just going to use my Young Nails brush. It's the, I think that's a gold. I feel like that's gold. Sometimes I'm not sure about what I'm seeing as far as, is it gold or rose gold? But that looks, I mean, it could be called rose gold, but I think it's gold. You know how those golds can be. Sometimes a little tricky, depending on what light you're under. Okay, I'm just gonna use my monomer. I'm gonna use clear first, and I'm just gonna use my Speed Clear by Young Nails.
I'm excited for you to use acrylic.
I know, I hardly ever do. Okay, I'm gonna go in first with my Protein Bond. Let's get this nail ready. Okay, so I'm just gonna.
You're making me want acrylic set with forms.
I know, right? It does. I get in that mood too. I was watching Karen from Young Nails just a minute ago, and I was like, you know what? I have not practiced my acrylic in a minute, and I need to get in there and do it. So that's kind of what made me switch up my plans today too. Okay, I'm gonna dip into my monomer, kind of get the air out of the brush and get it nice and soaked. Go into my Speed Clear. Okay, I use a little brush, so it's gonna do little amounts, but that's okay, we'll get there. Give it a minute. Spread this out. And then I'm gonna lift it up on the side and just kind of walk it back and keep lifting it. And do the same over here and just make sure it's nicely connected all the way across, that you've got some product to lift on the sides. Nice and thin. I really don't see anything on this side, but I know I should have it on there. Okay, it's kind of hard to see, huh? Yeah, it's on there, okay. I was like, how are we gonna tell? Okay. Let's get another bead. I'm just gonna kind of give it a minute to set up. And I'll just lay it down right here. Go ahead and flatten it out. Walk that down, so I'm just gonna point my brush down. Lift it up, pat it out. It's kind of hard to point it down and show you guys. So I'm just gonna, for the video, I'm just gonna kind of keep her a little bit more up. Right. More facing upright. Okay, let's go back in. I'm gonna grab one more go round of beads here. Okay, we're gonna give it a minute to set up. And I'll just place it kind of right at the tip. And pat it out. I'm gonna do one more little bead on this other side because I feel like most of it ran off onto the other side. So I'll just put it like right here. Clean my brush off. And let's bring this. Just pat that out. Keep it on top. There we go. And I went past my pinch just so that way we've got it as far as we can. It'll be a nice stiletto for us. A nice shape. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my color, which I've got pumpkin pie. So I'm gonna give my acrylic a shake. This is by Zulay. It's her pumpkin pie. Really, really pretty color. And before I do that, let me get one more other thing ready because I'm gonna add a bit of gel too. We're gonna kind of play with both. Okay. The gel color I'm gonna use is called XOXO. You might have seen it before. And I'm just gonna go right on top, kind of towards the bottom.
Sugar hasn't used Zulay yet.
Oh, okay. It's nice. I'm just gonna kind of paint this at our bottom part.
I really want to have her kit in my cart too.
Yeah, it is nice. I like Zulay's products. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a quick cure with my little bitty flashlight. So it just kind of barely gives it like a little bit of color. Where's my light? Okay, there we go. Just a little bit of color. And I'll go probably 30 seconds. So go one, go round, and then one more. And I feel like I want like the slightest bit more of that clear acrylic because I see on this side, I feel like I'd feel comfortable if it was just a little bit more. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of acrylic and give it a second. Okay, I'm just going to brush this back, brush it going forward, flatten it out, lift it up, and it'll just automatically kind of roll over to the side, so there we go.
Hadley says hi.
Hey Hadley, how are you?
Is her acrylics okay with other monomers?
Yes. Yep. It works fine. Okay, let me give it a second to set up. I'm gonna make this a little bit thicker just because I would feel a little bit better on this edge. There we go. Okay, I feel like that's pretty good. All right, now let's go in with our pretty glitters here. And I'm gonna do, okay, I'm gonna go in with a clear and give it a second to set up just a little bit. Set it right there. Go in with my glitter. Just kind of put this here. And let me just kind of mix this around.
Ashley said hi.
Hey, Ashley. And I'm just kind of setting it down into the acrylic, into that clear. Whoop. If it lifts back up, don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. Clean my brush. I'm gonna get a little bit more just for that tip. I don't know exactly where we're gonna cut it off at, but I figure it'll be up in here. There we go. And I'm just kind of keeping it, kind of make it like a S shape. So that way I know our glitter will be kind of spread throughout real nicely.
Marty said hi.
Hey, Marty. And I lost kind of one of my big glitters. Let me see if I can grab one more big glitter for this tip here. Here we go. And a little bit of, there we go. Alrighty. Get on up there. Get on up there, little glitter. Okay, I feel like that will be pretty. Yeah, that'll give us a nice little pretty S. Okay.
Oh, undo.
And then I'm gonna go in with my, let's see, where is my heliotrope? My heliotrope by Valentino. And if you guys are enjoying the video, if you'll remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Okay, can you guys see pretty good? Oh, look at that flash. Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and undo this. Try to keep our little Band-Aid on our mannequin hand here. And I'm just gonna squeeze this in. Pull it down. There we go. Look at her. Oh, wow. Yeah, we'll cut this end off so that way she's straight. She kind of pulled a little bit on that side, didn't she? Okay. All right, let's get our heliotrope. And I'm gonna start with the bead that I'm gonna blend into the front. So I'll get a little bit on my brush and just kind of wait for it to get a little glossy. Once it gets glossy, I know I'm ready, so I'm just gonna set it down right here. Flatten it out, let it go all the way to the side. And same thing over here. Sugar, you're gonna like Valentino. It's a really nice product. It's real easy to work with. Okay, so there's one bead. Now let me get my second bead. My second bead is actually gonna be back towards the back. I'm gonna get kind of a bigger bead. as you can see. And I'm gonna lay it down right here, just kind of right behind that top one. And I'm going to use this actually to cover this whole surface. So instead of doing like just the back, I actually prefer to kind of spread this one out and keep it thin. Let's get this over just a wee bit. And over.
Sugar, can't wait. Finally someone using the 2 acrylic brands.
Yeah, I love it. Valentino is one of my favorites. Apex. And I'm just gonna go put my apex right where I need it. And I'm doing I dipped in 3 times, get me a little bitty ball, give it a second to set up. I'm gonna put it right where I want it. And then I'm just going to brush back. And then I'm just gonna keep it right up there on the top and pull it forward.
Ashley has her nails done for Halloween.
Oh, nice. I remember, Ashley. I remember you did that the other day. Yes. And if I want it a little bit smoother at the tip, this would be when I'll go in and just kind of get the tiniest little bead. Put it right smack dab in the center. And I'm just gonna pull back. And feather it through. And then it just kind of looks seamless. Do you see that? Now I didn't go all the way over here on the side. Same thing over here, I didn't go all the way. I could, I suppose, but honestly, she looks good up there. I think she looks real pretty. Okay, so I wanna get this tip cut off. So let's do, but before I get the tip cut off, I wanna add one more color. Let me grab it real quick because I think I want a little bit more glitter on that tip. And I know which one I want. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. I might not be able to find it. Might be asking too much. Okay. Yeah, that's asking too much. I can't find it. Okay, we won't worry about it. In a pinch, what you could do, let me show you what you could do. So I want a little bit more glitter on the front end, and I cannot find the glitter that I want to use. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna reach into my drawer full of glitters. We're gonna grab out a silver, I guess a silver. Let me find one here. I don't really want a holographic. I want more of a just silver.
Sugar wanted to do like a comparison of the kits from Zule and Valentino.
Ah, you could. I will tell you, personally, I love Valentino, so, but that's just my preference. You know, it's so hard because everybody's a little bit different. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this shiny silver, just right at my tip. I'm just gonna kind of kick some off. Go in with my little bitty liner brush and we're gonna spread it out how I want it. So let me just kind of work this over here. I'm gonna pull it in a little bit. And I want it to come a little bit more through here. Just at the tip though. I think that'll be real pretty. Okay, let's get my nippers and nip off this tip. We'll just kind of cut it right about here. Okay. Let me cure this. I almost forgot it was gel. Cure that on the tip. And then I can add the tiniest bit of clear acrylic over the entire thing so that way we encapsulate it. Make sure it won't go anywhere. Okay. Let's see. Okay, get my little bead, give it a second to set up. I'm just gonna kind of put it right about here and I'll just brush it back. It's a little wet, but I kind of like it like that because then I feel like I can kind of get it to go a little bit further. Get one more. One more right in here. Let me go back with it and pull it forward. And I'm just kind of making sure that I'm keeping it as straight as I can while I work. Okay.
Nisha's studio says hi.
Hi, Nisha.
Sugar can hear the dog snoring.
You can? Oh my gosh, I'm shocked. She's kind of far over there. It's crazy. Wow. Yeah, it's the big girl. She's snoring away.
Tough dog day.
Yeah, she's had a tough day. Okay, and everything is covered, so it looks good for me right now. Right now it's looking good. And we're gonna leave that, let it just kind of set up before we do any filing onto this one. And this one, we're gonna use different acrylic too. So let me get another form.
Sophia said so cute.
Hey, Sophia, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's get these married up. Pinch them together. Pinch our form. We'll just kind of keep this together. If it were a person, we would unhook this back part. She works a little bit better if you keep the form together on the mannequin hand. So that's what I'm doing with that. Let's raise that up a hair. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me see if she looks straight. Okay, yeah, she looks straight.
Nisha said your voice is so charming and attractive.
Aw, thank you. That's sweet. Okay.
Sugar loves it too.
Aw, thank you, Sugar. Okay, I think that's where I was last time. I was trying to remember, but I think that's about it. Okay, so same thing on this one, but we're gonna do a different design. So let me get my clear so we can build our free edge. Okay, let's let that bead set up. Put it right at the tip. Clean my brush. And if you're working on yourself or on somebody else, you'll just want to try to point this hand down as you work. Like I said, it's kind of hard on the mannequin. I'll try to kind of keep her that direction, but it is a little hard on her. Make sure you've got your sides connected and that you keep lifting them. I try to not lift it all the way. Try to give myself a little bit of room on the side to file just a little bit if I need to, because I don't like it when I don't have enough product. Okay, give her a second to set up here. Otherwise she'll be running everywhere.
Can you move a little to the left so you're in the middle?
Yep, did I fix myself?
Oh wait, there you go, never mind.
I did. Okay. I know sometimes it's hard for me to tell. Make sure I keep this lifted while she's setting up. It'll just kind of make things go a little bit faster later. Okay. One last bead I'm gonna put at the tip. I'm just gonna give it a second to set up. Put Put it right there. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it out, lift it up, and lift it up. And I'll put in one more bead just because I feel like she possibly could be a little on the thinner side than I would like. So I'll just put this kind of right in the middle. And I'm gonna blend this back and blend this forward. And lift on the sides. Do I sound like I'm working out when I'm like, and lift, and lift? That's what I feel like.
Which clear are you using? Young Nails or Valentino?
I am using, well, I've got my Valentino, but for the practice hand, I usually use my Speed Clear because the Speed Clear, I really like Speed, but it's not as clear as the Valentino. It's just not quite as clear as the Valentino. That's the only reason why I'm not using that one. So I like to save that one for my clients. You know how that goes.
Who usually forgets to breathe or forgets to talk.
I know. This one is not polished, and it is OMG 18 Black Magic. And this one's pretty too. This one's just gonna go all over the top. Okay, let me get my first bead. And I'll just kind of set it down here. Let me pull a little bit back. Keep that thin though. And pull it down. Isn't she pretty? I love all the glitters in her. I'll take my form off here in a second so you can really see what it looks like. Let's put one more right in here and a little bit here. Okay, wipe my brush off. It's got a lot of, my brush has, since it's got black in it, my brush will get really dark and dirty looking, you know? So I want to get that out so that way my clear doesn't come out dirty. Okay, give that a second to set up. While that's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and come back here and create my body part. So I'm gonna get my heliotrope again. And first bead is gonna be in the front. Just give it a second to set up. Put it down. Brush it back. Sometimes if I feel like I've got too much, I'll just go ahead and wipe it off. I want this a little thinner. Okay, there we go. Get more for the very, very back. So it's a little bit bigger of a bead, and I like it to be a little bit more on the wet side. So I'm just gonna set it down, put it where I need it by my cuticle, and go ahead and pull it. Pull it. Okay, then we're gonna do our, put it right on top for our apex. Okay, let it set up a minute. Okay, I'll just brush it back. Uh-oh, my form's hitting me, okay. My form's getting in the way, so I'm just going to brush this out and then just try to kind of pat it right on the top. But I want to keep my sides as slim as I can get them. And then one bead just right in the very front, like a little wet, tiny wet bead. I just kind of like the way, if I put one right in the front, I like how it kind of fans out. And I can just kind of manipulate it, make it as thin as I can get it, because I know it's a little, yeah, she's a little on the chunky side. She's got a good apex up there though. Plus we still got to add our clear on the very top. You guys have any questions? It sounds busy today, huh? Woohoo! Yeah, that's exactly right. Okay, I'm gonna remove this and then we'll put our top coat, our top acrylic on. Pull this off gently. I know it. I love the forms, honestly. Okay, let's put our clear acrylic over the top just so we don't foul anything off. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of put it right at my feathering and brush it back and feather it out, feather it down. And I'll go in with one more bead. And I've got a little hair on my, there we go. And in case you were wondering, I feel like that little Band-Aid thing on my mannequin hand is helping. So that's good to know.
Wow, that made shaping them so easy.
Yeah, right? If you do, honestly, like I feel like if you do the little beads, it may take a little longer. I'm really not even sure if it takes longer. But I like the fact that I don't have to file too much. Because it's, you know, acrylic is so much harder to file than gel. So.
Sure says the only time I've sculpted is when I did my 12-inch long nails.
Oh, wow. 12 inches. Oh my gosh, I would have died. Okay, I'm going to put just a little bit more right in there.
Concepcion said hi.
Concepcion. Hello.
Ashley is 5 months pregnant and getting slower now.
I remember. You're getting slower. That'll probably keep happening, huh? You'll just keep on getting slower.
Rhonda says, girl. Oh, Rhonda's.
Is Rhonda not in a good mood? Jandy says Rhonda's not in a good mood. She's not a happy girl. Okay, I'm gonna box that up. Let me shut up my powders. There we go. Get my monomer out the way. Get my brush out the way so it doesn't get any dust on it when we start filing. Okay, let me clip off this little front end here. I'm kind of glad I built it out just a little bit just to make sure I don't make one too much shorter than the other. This one isn't too long though. I still need to go a little bit shorter, which I was wondering. still a little bit more. Okay, we'll leave her there. We'll file her in. We're just gonna let her set up for a second. Let me just kind of dust this off. Okay. Let's get out our shaping stuff. So I've got my dust collector. Let me just empty it out real quick. I forgot I did my nails today. Tell them we're watching video on Netflix last night. That was good. That's still, we haven't finished it. You remember?
What's it called? Untamed?
No, it's called like, thought it was Room 8. Is it Room 8 or Room 10? On Netflix, there's a show called, I think it's called Room 10. Cabin 10, that's it. Cabin 10, I think. And it's about this girl on this boat, and it's like gonna be a mystery. So if you're into mysteries, you might wanna go give it a watch, because we haven't finished it yet, but it's really, really good. I'm really liking it. Okay, while that one's drying, I'm just gonna kind of tuck her out the way. And let's get this shaped up. So I'll get the front first. Hey, Becky. Thank you. Okay, let's get our sides. Actually, this side is much worse. So let me kind of turn her on her side. I'm gonna get, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna get my clippers real quick and just get a big part of this, because otherwise we'll be here for a while filing. If you can fit it in there. That's kind of as far as I can get it, so we'll just kind of go with it. Okay, I've got my 100 grit file. Since we're working with acrylic, I can be a little bit more aggressive. And I'm just lining it up with the bottom so it makes a straight line. Okay. Flip her over this way. Not yet. I don't know what I have to be at to do that. Hopefully maybe 5,000, because I'm about, what am I? I'm 500 away from 5,000. I was really hoping I'd get there before the end of the month, but I'm not going to. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the content, subscribe. Yeah, I was really hoping I would get there, but it's not going to happen by the end of the month. Huh? Okay, Becky, have a good time. Good time moving. Okay, this one needs to be a little higher.
Oh, no, she said at 500. Look in the back.
Oh.
You'll be given the option to turn it on.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. I just thought I hadn't gotten there yet because nobody sent me anything. My gosh, I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna look. Okay, I'm coming in at an angle and shaping our stiletto. I want to come in a little bit more at the tip here.
They lowered it from 1K to 5,000.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, I'm going to have to do that. I did not know. Look, though, she came off at the filing point. Dang, I was really hoping that's when she would. I was hoping that Band-Aid would hang on to her at the filing stage, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Okay, a little higher. Okay, more pointed at my tip. Hey, Jennifer. Okay, let's flatten this out underneath. There we go. Okay, she's looking good, guys. She's coming along. I'm gonna turn her client profile just to get her her stiletto real pointy. It's kind of what she looks like right now. So she's getting there. I'm going to put my finger on the file and hold on this side so I can get nice and tight. And then same over here. Let's hold on to her. Well, here I'm going to turn her this way so I can get her on that side better. Okay, I'm just going to kind of press. Hang on. And press up against her. That's what I was trying to avoid. The infamous slipping of the finger here. Slipping off. Okay, I'm going to turn it on my side here, and we're going to get these sides lifted one more time, because they're never perfect. I feel like that first time, like they might look perfect, but you can always tighten it up a little bit more. So I'm just applying more pressure. Okay, and on this side, okay, there we go. And then look underneath down that barrel, see if it looks like it's even underneath, or if one side needs to be got, which it does. So let me get her back on here again. I should have just used my file, and I might do that because she seems like she's being a little complicated here.
I always say if it looks like a snake's head, you're pretty even.
Right. Okay, stay up there, little nail. Okay, I feel like it's grabbing a hold. Okay, let me get my E-file. And I've got a sanding band on my E-file. I'm just going to stick with my sanding band. It's a medium grit. And I'm going to go on 1200. And I'm just going to kind of flush this out a little bit. Let me look from the profile. Well, guys. Okay. Profile here. I can come down a little bit lower. And then lower still right here. Okay, she's looking good. And I really don't have much at all to take off on my sides because we kept them thin during the building. Oh, goodness. Give me a hard time today. Let's look client profile. She's looking pretty good. Okay, I do need to come in more though over here. And right into here. Okay. And then looking down the barrel this way, I can see we need to come in just a bit more on this side. And a wee bit here. Okay, she's looking good. All right, let's get her here. Okay, there we go. We'll give her really sharp stilettos. Okay, so she's looking good. Okay, there's one. Now let's get this one. I'm gonna go underneath first. So let's lift her up. Hang on to your bit here. Okay, turn her over. I'm gonna lift her up on this side. Okay. I'm gonna go in with my file first. I just work best that way. So let me go in with my file and do my 5-point filing here with my 100 grit. And again, let's get this one back on here. I'm not hearing her click real well in her spot, so I don't know why she's not. This one came off too. All right, we're just gonna do the best we can here. Okay, let's hold on to the nail on this side, apply some pressure and pressure with our file. Okay, she looks like she's coming along. Let's get our little side up in here by this part of our nail growth section here. And let's get our undersides a little tighter. There we go. And over here. Will you keep me in line, Jandy? Make sure I don't go off too far, because I'm trying to, this mannequin hand is, huh? I am pretty much in the center? Okay. Yeah, she's kind of floating away on me because she keeps coming off her rocker here. Shoot. I know it. I'm chasing my finger. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna cut this off since it's not working for me anyway. If I can get it. I was really hoping that this would work. I thought maybe this is gonna be the trick, you know? Nope. Said, no, it's not. All right, where's my nail? Okay. All the way up in there. Let's get it back. There we go. Okay, I want to press on this side a little bit more. Okay. We get my tip kind of coming in. Okay, let's check underneath again. A little bit more. I'm gonna look down the barrel and make sure my underneath looks even. It doesn't, but I'm gonna get it with my bit. I'm just gonna go ahead and switch to my bit now that I kind of feel like I'm getting the hang of it.
My hand does the same thing. It's so aggravating.
Oh, I know it, isn't it? It really is. Look, it did it again. Somebody's got to come up with a better one. I mean, these hands too, they're expensive, you know. I just feel like they should work a little bit better than what they do. That's just one of my pet peeves with practice. Okay, let's get her thinner at the tip. Thinner over here. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't file this side like whenever she's in client view mode. I find it really hard, so I have to flip her back over. I'm sorry, guys. Let me get this lifted up here. Make it even.
Mabel says hi.
Hey, Mabel. Okay, back over she goes. Client profile again. Okay, this one's still a little bit thinner on that first finger that we did. So I'm just gonna give her a little bit of a buzz. Let's turn her over this way and get back by her cuticle.
Angela said, I agree. Mine was the cheaper one, and I thought maybe because it was so cheap, that's why
Yeah.
I fell off so much.
No,
But see, that's not the case.
Right.
I feel so alone now.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because in my school days when I was doing nails in school, I also got the cheaper ones from Amazon, and that's what I used. And it got me all through school. Like I had like several of them that I worked on, so they did get me through school. But once I graduated, getting this training hand was kind of like a gift to myself, you know, because I knew I was going to be practicing a lot, and so I upgraded and got this one, and it is better. It is much better than the cheap one that you get from Amazon. It is better, but it still needs some work. They still need to improve it just a little bit more. Okay, let's look at these again. Client profile here. Oh, this is not straight anymore. Hang on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I kind of messed up a hair. Let me see if I can get it looking. Do they look like sisters? If I can get them up here.
She got her routine.
Ah, okay, yeah. I think it's the same thing that is on Amazon. That Temu one. Because I got mine off of Shein. One off of Shein, and then I got the others off because I just kind of kept bouncing around because I was hoping I'd figure out which one worked best, you know, how we do. Good Lord. She's killing me. She's killing me, y'all. Okay. I feel like she's getting closer. Let me get my file out again. This time I'm gonna go on 150. Oh Lord. There she goes. This one feels like she's not in straight. Hang on. I don't know how she's like kind of pointing off this way, so I'm gonna have to bring her back. But I feel like it's, honestly, I feel like it's partly that what I put up there to try to hang on to her. I feel like it's kind of making the finger go a little bit wonky. Okay, let's do our buffer. Oh, goodness. Oh, Lord. Okay, buffer this one. Okay, she's looking pretty good. All right. Let's get her out the way. Kind of done with her. I'm kind of done filing. for this live. I feel like she gave me a lot of hell, y'all. She gave me hell. Sometimes she does. Okay, let's get some swipe and get her cleaned off.
Angela, I'm new at doing nails. Is there an acrylic brush that you recommend? I know the
Yes.
cheaper brushes don't hold the liquid that well.
Yes, my favorite, well, depends on whether you want a small one or a large one. I like the smaller ones. I feel like I can just do a little bit more with them, and I like the way that they apply the product. So I use Tammy Taylor's, and I use her, I think it's her extra large acrylic brush, but really it's, oh my gosh, I'm losing everything here. Okay, that one went up underneath my desk. I'll have to get it later. But the extra large acrylic brush is really, really nice, and you're gonna like it too because it's got a little part on the back of it that kind of helps with, hang on guys, I'm gonna get my 150 file out again. There's a little part on the back of it that kind of helps you with cleanup and stuff. So it's real nice. I love it. And I've tried probably 20 different brushes, and Tammy Taylor's is still my favorite.
How small do you go?
Tammy Taylor's extra large, I believe, is, I want to say it's an 8. But I wouldn't go any larger than 10. That's just me. How I like to apply my acrylic. Does that make sense? It probably does. Okay, let's get her brushed off again. Oh, Lord. Okay, guys. Just a little bit more patience. Okay. All right, let's get her top coated and see what she looks like. But I think our acrylic application today went pretty good. Sometimes I never know how I'm going to be. Sometimes I make an absolute mess. I always try to work, though, in little beads, so that way I don't have to file as much. All right, let's get our top coat. Here we go. We'll use our Gotti. What I would do, because we filed, I would go back in with my Young Nails Protein Bond, just to give ourselves a good adhesion. So we'll put this on here. And on this one. Okay, let that dry. Ooh, you know what we could do before I do anything? Hang on, I just had an idea. Okay, let me grab.
Is there a brand of
I'm gonna grab my black.
acrylic that you recommend that's not so hard?
I like Valentino. Valentino all the way.
Is there a cheaper one?
A cheaper one? There are cheaper, so there's cheaper acrylics, but if you want a better one, you kind of, it's hard to get cheaper and better. So you kind of have to decide what's more important to you at that point, like whether it be a cheaper one or a better one. I just decided to go with Valentino because I knew I was going to probably stick with Valentino for my my cover acrylics, which I am. That's still what I'm planning on doing. So, so that's why I decided to work with the one I'm going to work with. You know what I'm saying? Now, along the way, I have bought other ones, and I don't mind those, but yeah.
So the cheaper you go, the worse it lays.
Yep. Okay, I'm just going to kind of wing a tip here. Let me clean this. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to go in. Since I kind of got my line there, I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of perfect it. And I'm just kind of putting this here for art. just for a look.
Ro Bradley says, hey, at it again, I see.
Yes, always.
And Lou, what top coat do you use?
My favorite top coats are Young Nails Manicure Top. I love that one. And I also love, if you've ever watched Nail Career Education, Susie's channel, she has her own top coat, and it is gorgeous. I love it. That's probably my number one favorite top coat.
What was the name of that brush again? Acrylic brush?
The acrylic brush was Tammy Taylor. It's her extra large. I got mine. I've got several of them actually. I got them off of Amazon. Those are my favorite acrylic brushes. Just kind of getting her cured so that black doesn't run anywhere whenever I go to top coat it. Okay. All right. That was our little bit of nail art with our, oh, you know what we could do? While I'm doing that, hang on guys, I got an idea. While I did that on that one, let's come over here and let's add, yes, just a little bit of nail art. So I'll just kind of make a little vine since it's kind of Halloween-y.
Let's see. How long have you been doing nails, and does career education show on YouTube?
Yes, yep, it's a YouTube channel. Okay, let's make a little dot here. A little dot here.
How long have you been doing?
And here. I've been doing nails for, let's see, I believe I'm right at, I think I'm right at almost 3 years. And in the nail world, that's kind of not very long. So I'm just kind of making little leaves.
What stencil pens do you use?
This is by Vita Bella. That's my favorite. She's got really nice brushes for, is that what you mean, brushes for like this? Yeah.
You said you'll have your own line soon, I guarantee.
Right. Oh, I wish. I don't think so, probably not, but I don't know what I want to do with my career, really. We'll see what comes of it. And let's just add maybe like 2 or 3 on this side. Maybe 2. There we go.
You do a good job.
So a little different, huh? We added like a little bit of a twist.
You should do a copper polish on the left of that.
What, copper? Okay, let me see what I got. Let me freeze this in place. I think I have a rose gold that might work. Rose gold and orange, that might be pretty together.
Do you do nails for a hobby, or is it a career?
No, it's more of a career. I kind of got into it later in life, so I had a whole nother career, and I did that, and it was fun while it lasted. But when I kind of got to where I could retire, I kind of still wasn't done. You know, that's how I felt. I'm going to use my rose gold gel paint. And so I just kind of decided, you know, I would get involved. I like doing nails as a hobby. It relaxes me. So I just kind of decided we would give that a go. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of trail this down this side. Just very, very gently. Fan it out a little bit. Maybe a little bit more back here. There. Just a little touch. Maybe it'll kind of help balance it.
Yes, like that. Nice.
Yeah, we'll see how this...
I'm hoping to get good enough to make some money.
Me too. You and me both. I think the hardest thing for me, and I knew it was going to be hard whenever I was going into this, but I didn't know it was going to be as hard as it is finding clients. So let me get my light down. Okay. So whenever I got out of school, I knew I wasn't going to go into a salon environment. I was just going to do nails from home. And it would have been, I mean, it's fine. That's still what I'm doing. But it's not easy to find clients on your own. That's been really hard. And I heard it was going to be hard, but I've been doing social media since I was in school. So I kind of thought, well, surely by the time I graduate, people will know I'm here and you know, maybe it won't be so hard. But no, it is still hard to find people to come in. Oh, she's pretty. Okay. Let's get this one. I'm like down to the very bottom of this polish. Let me get some more on my brush. Hang on. I'm gonna kind of have to scoop it. Scoop it. There we go. Okay, let's nuke these. How about it? All right, I'm just gonna put my little light on them for 2 go rounds. I kind of like this. I like that we added that vine. It's cute. A little different. The vine is a little big. I might have, if I did it over again, I'd probably go a hair smaller on my crazy vine. Okay, there's our shape in there. So we still kept her nice and thin. Get over here. Say, get over here. Now this is a little out of shape. I feel like just a hair.
Word of mouth and people seeing others will attract. I do DIY press-ons, taught myself, and have people that want them.
Why is this crooked? This is actually crooked at her finger. So I'm not sure why that is. This is turned in, which is making it look crooked. Hang on, guys.
In your opinion, what's the hardest part of doing nails?
Probably the part of finding the clients, finding hands to work on. I didn't think it was going to be so hard. I wondered what. No, she's still a little on the crooked side. Do you see how she's holding everything in crooked? Her finger. Okay, well, there we go, guys. What do you think? Do you like them? I'll just kind of turn her finger a little bit. Turn her finger a little bit. Yeah, I don't know why she's sitting. I mean, you can totally tell that the nail itself is not straight in there. Okay, that's gonna drive me nuts. All right, there we go, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this little Halloween-y tutorial. I think they came out pretty good. What do y'all think? Pretty good? This almost reminds me of an orange, like a pumpkin. Sorry, not a... Yeah, she's pretty.
Big orange.
Yes, big orange. All right, guys. I hope you have a good one tonight, and I will see you tomorrow. We're going to go live again at 4:30 Central Standard Time, and I will see you then. And then Saturday, we have a live client going to be in the chair. So thank you for being here. Thank you for all the likes and subscribes. I appreciate you so, so much, and I will catch you soon.